stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Come on, set!
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Pats, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lance going to keep it on the option. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call with this play, partner. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up first and goal.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is out of bounds here. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, Murray. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And returning it, here's Hamler. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to have the Packers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. The Packers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
While he was adjusting to the NFL game, Odafe Oweh had 5 sacks as a rookie, and he's only scraped the surface of what he can do.
Okay, ready?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On first and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. He finds Latavius Murray. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
They'll roll him out right. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They give to Mixon to try to, and it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. First down, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, Not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Mixon. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Now Benjamin. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A handoff running left, Mixon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mixing up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray being chased out left. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Man open is Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Opposite, green.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Lance. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ready, set. Hey, cross here.
They'll run forward with Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Pollard again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check smash.
Second down and goal. Lance dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, 1 through the post, and this thing could be over. They begin with a run by Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Powering forward.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
To throw is Murray. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, wise choice was made here, and he didn't risk a turnover because he understood the pressure was coming, saw the tight coverage, and decided just to throw it away and live another down.
On third down, it's Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. So it's all over. A green